It's your boy Vui, and today we're going to talk about 30 facts about the Kung Fu Panda 4 movie that you probably didn't know. Now buckle up, because we're diving into the wild behind the scenes secrets and surprising lore. The city that Jin and Po visit, Juniper City, well, originally it was going to be called Human City and would serve to introduce humans into the world of Kung Fu Panda.
Can't be.
Speaking of humans, Jen and the chameleon were going to be the first humans we saw in the film, but what changed when the idea to introduce humans was dropped. The chameleon's name was meant to be the Collector, since she collects Kung Fu skills, but the idea was dropped because we already have Kai the Collector. This is the only movie where the Furious Five don't meet or interact with the main antagonist. Stephanie, one of the directors, explained that this was due to the high cost of bringing the original cast members back, especially Angelina Jolie as Tigress. Damn, always comes down to the money. The reason the Furious Five are in the movies though is because of the marketing team. They let them know that it is a bad, and I mean bad idea, to have a movie without their presence. That's why they show up. In fact, the Furious Five, Lord Shen and Kai were all last-minute additions. So much so that the co-director said their animation rigs were basically made of sticks and glue. Damn, this might be the first time anyone has thanked the marketing team. The chameleon is the first main antagonist not to be a real martial artist. Am I the only one who didn't like the reason that she wasn't a martial artist? The chameleon's powers were inspired by the sword and the stone. That wizard duel where they both turn into a bunch of animals.
The original idea was sword and the stone. There's a wizard battle where they constantly transform to different creatures, so that was the impetus.
The chameleon was DreamWorks' most complex character to animate, with a total of 8,130 controls. Man, I feel so bad for the animators who had to work through that. The transformation of the chameleons were designed not to be smooth on purpose in order to portray her anger, so the animators moved her individual parts at different rates to make the chameleon an unsettling yet visually compelling character. So that's why her transformations look janky. The chameleon's transformation into Master Elephant, a character first introduced in Kung Fu Panda, Legends of Awesomeness, Season 3, Episode 24, The First Five. That was a mouthful. The chameleon is both the first reptilian and the first female main antagonist of the Kung Fu Panda films.
She's just some bug-eyed, power-hungry reptilian runt.
You left out the evil sorceress part.
According to the Kung Fu Panda novel adaptation, Tai Lung and the rest of the masters play jump rope with the chameleon's tongue in the spirit realm after the event of this film. She's the first villain who doesn't have history with a resident of the Valley of Peace, as Tai Lung had history with Shifu, Lord Shen had Po, and Kai had Master Oogway. This is the first time Shifu doesn't fight with the main antagonist or their army. I'm actually sad that they benched Shifu for this one. I understand that Po had to become his own person, but it would have been nice. It would have been nice to see him fight one last time. The original version had the chameleon kidnapping Shifu, and that would be the thing that would make Po go to Juniper City. This would mean that Shifu would have been present for Tai Lung's redemption and would have a proper goodbye. Gosh, sometimes I hate seeing these befores because we could have had some really, really great stuff in here. Zen's name translates from Chinese to English as real, true, or genuine. This is ironic, as Zhen was initially none of these things, being a thief who hid her allegiance to the chameleon before she reformed. Mike Mitchell, one of the directors on the show, was against Zhen and the chameleon having any backstory, and the little backstory they had were last-minute additions, which makes sense because the chameleon's backstory freaking sucks.
What was that now?
Jen is Awkwafina's second DreamWorks animation character, with the first being Miss Tarantula from The Bad Guys. According to Lauren Kissick, who worked on the film, Jen's age is around 20, 21. Honestly, the fact that they're so small always throws me off in terms of their age. Jen's tail has an entire team just for her tail. Just for her tail. Insane. Pelican is female apparently. Her name is Chip, and the fish inside her beak is named Fish. A lot of the fighting sequences were actually recorded with stunt coordinators wearing animal tails for reference. Most of the stunt coordinators who did fight references were Marvel film alumni. The movie made its mission to get GoPro-esque angles for pose action sequences, even naming these angles the Go-Po.
Our head of layout, Josh Gunther, dubbed it now the Go-Po cam. We, the audience, really feel like we're there with Po as he's fighting everyone.
You know what? These are cute. Not gonna lie, did not notice these until I had my second watch. Mr. Beast makes a cameo in the movie as Panda Pig, one of the candidates for the next Dragon Warrior. To promote the film, a giant Po balloon was featured in the 97 Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade on November 23, 2023. The film was the second longest of the franchise with a runtime of 94 minutes. The one Komodo dragon who says "Shut up, Larry" is actually the lead editor, Chris Knight.
You see, the mistake this Dragon Warrior fella made was...
Shut up, Larry.
And that's it. Which fact was your favorite? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe for more cartoon secrets, and ring the bell so you never miss an upload. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.